Hello and welcome. This will be a reading for Cancer for mid-October 2023. Welcome to the table, Cancer. I have pre-shuffled the cards, but I will shuffle them again for you. I'll be doing a 3-card reading with all of the cards in the upright position and all from the one deck. I'll be also clarifying those cards with 2 additional cards each, and again all in the upright position. The reading should be about 10 minutes long. And I have an oracle deck on the table, so I can draw an oracle card for you at the end of the reading. The flowers are from my garden, and the crystals have been in their salt bath. I do hope you enjoy them. I have a major abundance of flowers in my garden at the moment. It's just glorious. I'm so grateful, and I'm glad to be able to share them with you. So Cancer, let's do the reading. Okay, King of Staff, so King of Wands, beautiful energy. 6 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, lovely. Okay, so you've got fiery energy here, Cancer. So passion and enthusiasm, so you've got the King and the Queen here. So if this is a couple, then it's a perfect match because you've got the King and the Queen. So looking to each other to lift each other up. So Cancer, if this is love, if this is a match, a love union, so this is very strong. So a very strong bond. And you've got here, this is sentimental as well. So this could be a childhood bond from long ago. So that you could be childhood sweethearts, for example, because this is quite a, this is giving and sharing in equal measure. So this is a beautiful bond. So that's what I'm going to start off with, just in case you find yourself in the situation, Cancer, with this is a love match. This is a very happy love match. But otherwise, this is the King of Staff, so full of passion and vitality and enthusiasm, highly creative and highly fertile. So that's good energy as well. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. Now this can be about nostalgia, having sufficient money to share, remembering the good times, but it's more about an equal measure of give and take. So, what comes in goes out, so that you are allowing yourself to live in the flow. So money doesn't become something that holds you back. Money is something that you enjoy. You earn it, you spend it, you let it flow around, and you have the pleasure and benefit of that money. So you can share some with your family, you can make a little donation. It's that flow that allows things to be happy and prosperous in your life. Money is not a source of anxiety or concern for you. You don't hold it in such high regard that it becomes limiting. So that's quite a nice card to have there. And then we've got the Queen of Wands again. She's got this wonderful vitality and energy as well. She's perhaps a little bit more focused on what her passion and enthusiasm can bring towards her. So she's able to split and divide that passion into multiple areas of her life if she so chooses. But again, if it's a union, it's very much a comfortable union. But this also is someone who's highly creative, someone who likes to look good, who likes to express herself openly, and she puts her energy into lots of different things. Now, let's clarify these cards and see what else we can find. I'm not taking those. Too many have jumped out all at once. And on such a small reading, it's not worthwhile. Just give them a little bit more shuffle to make sure they're well mixed in. All right, here we go. So we have got the 9 of Wands again, more fire on the table. Ooh, and the 7 of Wands, more fire on the table. Lots of fire here. Lady of Swords, so Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, and some 7 of Cups. What an unusual reading. Okay, lots of fire here right at the beginning, so lots of passion and enthusiasm, almost too much, a little bit hot-headed, maybe a little bit fiery. So you know, here we've got the Nine of Wands. You're feeling a bit tired. This energy is sort of, it's costing you plenty to get where you're going. And maybe October has felt a little bit difficult to get through. But here again, we've got more Seven of Wands energy. So Seven of Wands is struggling, defending yourself, defending your territory, somebody challenging you. So it could be that you've got all this fiery enthusiasm, but what it's doing is inflaming other people, and they're becoming, what can I say? Becoming maybe enraged or, you know, antagonistic around you. So there's this energy of it being difficult for you. It's almost like you have so much fire and so much enthusiasm that it's difficult for you to control and manage it very well. And maybe you're expressing it too much, how should I say, without being offensive, in a sort of a hot-headed way, maybe in a very determined way. Maybe you're expressing your passion and your enthusiasm a little bit too strongly, and maybe that is stirring up the people around you. That could be the energy as well, that it's inflaming the passions of the people around you. And that could be, you know, if other people are feeling a bit low and you're particularly strong, then people feel that things are a challenge. Sometimes even in a conversation, you know, if you're feeling a bit below par and somebody asks you a direct question, it can be a bit prickly and irritating, whereas normally that question might not bother you. Now we've got the Lady of Swords. So Page of Swords, inquiring, gentle, you know, quite a curious energy. This is somebody who can be learning or studying, making inquiries about something. It's feeling very much, it's feeling gentle here rather than sharp. I'll just leave that for a moment because that's unusual. That's definitely, and the sword is pointing in the backwards question. So it's almost as if asking questions of you that you don't want to answer. That could be, that's the sensation I'm getting here, that somebody's asking questions you don't want to answer, or asking questions about your childhood, and maybe that's bringing up some fiery energy from you. Now here we've got the Queen of Coins. So the Queen of Coins is about having sufficient money to look good, you're spending the money on yourself. This can be somebody who's a high maintenance lady, for example, somebody who gets their nails done and their hair done and always wearing the latest fashion and the latest shoes and always keeping herself very, very well groomed. But this is also indicating that there's sufficient money for you to keep yourself in a nice manner, looking good, and to maintain your home and the place where you live looking elegant and nice. So that is an energy here. Quite a strong positive energy. Now it's interesting that's tied into the Six of Pentacles. So that could be a desire that you've had from your youth, that you've always wanted to look good, and that you've always decided that you're going to spend a certain amount of money on keeping yourself looking good. Now, I don't know why this person here is inquiring. I'm not quite sure why they're there. Let's just have a little bit look further, because here there's a challenge coming up here from the King of Swords, looking backwards as well. So the King of Swords, again, this very sharp energy coming in. This can be control. This could be a legal situation. Maybe you're spending too much and there's a bit of a call here for you to temper your spending a little bit. This is rather an authoritative sort of card. This has a authority sort of stamped over it, so it could be a legal situation of some sort. But I feel it's got to do with this Page of Swords. So maybe it's somehow managing to tame, to mellow, make your words more mellow so that they don't seem as harsh, is the only thing I can get out of that. Because maybe your words here, or somebody has got some harsh words, and that could be about spending perhaps. The words are maybe a little bit too sharp and too direct, and maybe they've had to be softened. You know, maybe somebody here is sent to soften the words, or maybe you wish that the words were a little bit softened. It's rather interesting that she's got colour in her cheek. It's almost like she's a little bit embarrassed, maybe an apology. It's rather strange energy coming along the top here. These swords have got me a little bit bothered. But this is a challenge. You know, the King of Swords is a bit of a challenge. So it's on top of this Queen of Staffs. Now, like I said, the Queen of Staffs, Queen of Wands, she can divide her attention. She's got multiple staffs here aflame, so she's got multiple interests going. So perhaps there's some sort of criticism that she's fired off. I can only assume she's fired it off, or someone has fired it off towards her. Now, the energies are male, female, it's gender neutral. These are just energies coming off the cards. But this is quite almost, it feels a little bit aggressive. You know, it feels a little bit legalistic, aggressive. Somebody's saying, now stop. You know, something has to stop. This is quite an abrupt challenge. So this is a challenge of some sort, and it could be a legal challenge. And in this case, this is the first. Here, this is a more feminine energy. This is perhaps coming in as a little bit of a softer energy. Perhaps this is an apology. I'm not quite sure. I really don't know how to read those cards here because it's not making a lot of sense. Somehow you might understand it better than I do, but I'm pointing out the meanings of the cards so that you might know exactly where that applies in your life. Because it's sometimes hard to tell how it applies on the cards, but there's a lot of fire here, so this could be hot-headedness as well as somebody being provocative as well, so that could be the case. And here's this Seven of Cups. Now, Seven of Cups is multiple options, looking at options, fantasizing, daydreaming, any one of those things. I always refer to it as pie in the sky because, you know, they're all possibilities. They're all things that you might consider that you don't necessarily choose. It's like winning $10,000 and you say, well, $10,000 could take me on a trip. It could make a deposit on a car. It might buy me some more education. I could spend that money making myself look good. I could buy furniture for my house, and they're all possibilities, but it doesn't mean that you're going to take up any of those possibilities. It means that you're just thinking about your options. So this could be just thinking about your options, thinking about what it is you want to do, how you want to spend your money, what sort of things you want to put your energy into, because all of these will bring unknown returns to you. When you, for example, spend money on buying furniture, you don't know how you're going to feel about that furniture 1 year on. Is it going to actually make you feel good? Is it going to be burdensome in the house? You sort of think, oh, now I've got to worry every time children come to the house because I have new furniture and now it's being damaged. And then things like, you know, well, if I spend all the money on making myself look good, a year later, all those clothes are out of fashion and I need more money. So, you know, you don't always know the consequences of these options, you know, and I was using an example of money as to what money could buy and the things you might like to put your energy into and what kind of satisfaction will you get from that, because that's unknown. That's the problem with the Seven of Cups, is you don't know what the outcome will be. But I can only figure this is some sort of a challenge. Now, I'm not quite sure who it's directed to, but it feels quite authoritative, and this feels a little bit more mellow. But again, there's a lot of a lot of inquiries going on, so something legalistic perhaps, or a challenge of some sort. Somebody is challenging, and I'm not quite sure why. I just have to leave it at that because, Cancer, this is too short a reading, and it's not really making any sense to me at this stage. Okay, let's have a look at your Oracle card. That may give me some more insight. Now, this King of Swords too has a really strong grip on reality, okay? This person is not interested in options. This person here, this King of Swords, for example, is only interested in facts. Okay, so if, you know, if the Queen of Wands, for example, was talking about, oh, we could do this or we could do that, This person here will speak their mind and say, look, I need to know the facts. I'm not doing anything until I know the facts. So that person there is not ruled by the heart at all. This King of Swords is ruled by the head, okay? I hope this makes sense for you, Cancer. I apologise if it doesn't. All right, building blocks, okay? So building a strong foundation for yourself. Now, that can be anything. But again, it looks like you're prepared to, whatever it is you're trying to build and a future for yourself, and this could be a job, this could be a home, this could be just a way of life or a way of thinking. It looks like you're prepared to put in the work to create the foundation so that the outcome will be strong. So again, this is not this sort of what I call pie in the sky. This is not the unknown. This building blocks is more solid. This is more, where you've investigated and you've made strong decisions about what it is you're going to do. So this is building a firm foundation for yourself in one way or another, or one aspect of your life. And it may be in all aspects of your life. You may be very grounded and very focused on, making sure that everything's done in a structured way. And this King of Swords would be very structured as well. So this would be the kind of person that you would, measure everything up, weigh it up, see what it's going to cost them, calculate every aspect of how the job needs to be done. But building a firm foundation for yourself. And as you can see, she's looking very pretty on top of that foundation that she's built herself. So there you go, Cancer. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. I hope it's made some sense to you anyway. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.